Hey friends, welcome to the Maple Leaf Barn, located outside of Cincinnati, Ohio in Zone 6A. I'm Libby and this is my husband Drew.
Today we're going to talk about our grow room, explain some of the choices we made when setting it up, tell you how much it cost, explain why it's important to have a grow room when you have limited bed space, and hopefully some of the things we share with you today will answer some questions or give you ideas when you set up yours.
Okay, let's get to it.
Getting right into it, you'll want to determine how much space you'll be making starts for and why you're making starts. We'll be growing on 350 square feet of flowers and around 120 square feet of vegetables. So we're going to start off with 2 sets of wire racks. This will give us enough room for 6 shelves in production with 12 lights, giving us about 4 10-20 trays per shelf. One of our goals is to keep our beds very productive due to our limited space, so we'll be leveraging our grow room a lot. Knowing what zone you're in, when your season starts and ends, as well as how much space you'll be growing on, are all important factors when determining the size of your grow room. Giving our plants a head start inside and leveraging succession planting will save a huge amount of time and bed space over the course of our entire season. Once you've determined how important your grow room is, you'll want to start thinking about where you're going to put it. We have an entire unfinished basement that stays about 60 to 65 degrees year-round, so it's perfect for starting seeds. Don't think you need an entire basement to do this. We're only using one corner and about 25 square feet. The foundation of our grow room will be 2 4-foot wide by 6-foot tall wire racks that we got from Costco. They each cost about $120 and have 6 tiers, each level being 18 inches deep. This gives us plenty of room for holding our 10-20 trays, 10-20 meaning 10 inches by 20 inches, which is an industry standard for all tray sizes. Be sure to keep this in mind when picking your space. These racks are very adjustable and allow us to set each level to fit our needs. We like to have a few small levels at the top, eye level, for our starts, and some large shelves on the bottom to hold extra material and large plants. Once you have somewhere to put your trays or pots, you'll need to start thinking about actually getting your seeds to germinate and grow. Plants require light to grow, and one of the advantages to an indoor grow room is that we can control these conditions. We'll be using about a dozen of these Barina plant grow lights for our setup. When looking for lights to buy, don't get too caught up in terms like grow lights or full spectrum. I have seen just as much success from people growing with standard shop lights that are much cheaper for just growing starts. Full spectrum is, however, important if you expect to be producing fruiting or flowering plants without any sunlight. For just leafy greens or starting seeds, you'll be covered with almost any generic shop light. Manufacturers typically sell lights described by their color temperature, or kelvins, typically between 1,000 and 10,000. Lower numbers are considered warm temperatures and higher numbers are considered cooler temperatures. Cooler are good for those greens and seed starts, while warmer are required for fruiting and flowering plants. The lights we are using here are 4-foot full spectrum grow lights. We purchased 2 packs of 6 for about $90 each. If you want to save a buck, I'd recommend grabbing a 12-pack of the 650K shop lights from the same exact manufacturer for about $80. I have these lights in my garage and they will work just fine for almost half the price. We aren't sure what we'll be doing down here in the long run, so we forked over a little bit of extra money now to protect us for the future. Assembly for these is pretty straightforward. They come with everything you need right out of the box to get started and include lots of hardware that can be used to attach these in numerous ways. For seed starting, you'll want your lights to be within a few inches of your plants at all times, so it's important for these lights to be adjustable. We're putting 2 on each shelf, and we're going to be using these small little black hooks to hang them on each tier. Using these hooks allows us to have about 8 inches of adjustability for each light. Typically, seedlings only require 12 to 16 hours of light each day, so we'll be using these Casa Smart Wi-Fi plugs to schedule our grow lights to turn on and off each day. We turn the lights on at about 8 a.m. every morning and turn them off at 12 p.m. each night. Seeds require specific growing conditions. Most seeds will germinate at about 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, so having a thermometer close by to monitor these conditions is important. Some varieties, like tomatoes and peppers, will require even warmer temperatures to germinate. Just by adding a seedling heat map, you can increase the soil temperature by 20 degrees higher than the air temperature.
We've talked about the importance of a grow room, what might go in a grow room, and where you should put your grow room. And now Drew's going to walk through all the details of the prices of the items that we put in our grow room.
Everything we've purchased will be linked below, but I'm going to go through a breakdown of all the items, how much they cost, why we purchased these specific items, and then some options you have when looking at these. So we bought 2 packs of those black hangers that we used. Those are traditionally for hanging pots and stuff like that. Those were $7.98 each. We've got 1 pack of the smart plugs. 4 come in 1 pack. We only use 1. As we expand, we might have opportunities to use the rest of those, but that was $29.99 for all 4. We've purchased 2 packs of the Barina 4-foot grow lights you see behind us. Each pack is 6, and we bought 2 at $90 a piece. Alternatively, you could buy the 12-pack of the 6500K shop lights from the same brand for $79, so you can save a lot of money there. We purchased a digital thermometer and humidity gauge. That one came in a pack of 2. It was $21.99. We purchased 2 4-foot by 6-foot shelves. Each of those is 6 tiers. Each tier is 18 inches wide. That gives us enough room for all our seedling trays. That was $119 at Costco if you don't have a Costco membership. I'd recommend going and getting them in person at like a Home Depot or Lowe's. You probably save some money there. The cheapest I could find it on Amazon was $219, so that's a lot more. Another nice thing to have is some sort of container with a lid that you can store your mix in. We've used something we found at IKEA for about $12 behind us. It's got a nice lid. It's a 55-liter container, only $12. We needed power strips. We bought a 2-pack for $10. The heating mats we got were from Johnny Seed. Those are about $32 a piece. We bought 2 of them. We also bought a variety of seed trays from Johnny Seed. Those range from about $10 to $21 a set, sets of 5. You'll need a variety of sizes for the different plants you're going to be growing. In total, we spent about $578, not including our seedling trays, as that's going to widely depend on what you'll be doing. A quick way to bring this number down is obviously not by getting those grow lights, especially if you don't need the full spectrum lighting. You can save about $100 just by getting those shop lights I mentioned. About half of our budget was spent on these steel wire racks you see behind us. You could save some money there by going and finding some on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. By no means is this the best grow room. You could spend a lot more money on many things, but I think it's a really good start. There's plenty of ways to be creative with your grow room. You could have half as many shelves, twice as many lights. You could spend a lot more money, a lot less money on many different things. Just be creative with it, whatever you do, and have fun.
Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or ideas to share what you may have done differently in your grow room, leave us a comment below and let us know what you think. Be sure you like this video and subscribe if you're wanting to follow along with us on our journey as we start our flower and vegetable farm.